After the intense Olympic Games, Novak Djokovic and Zheng are now gearing up for the US Open. Can they keep their momentum after winning gold medals in Paris and win big in New York? In this video, we'll explore: can Novak Djokovic win his 25th Grand Slam title at the US Open? Will Zheng continue her rise after her Olympic gold? What challenges lie ahead for Rafael Nadal, Coco Gauff, and other top players at the US Open? After winning the gold at the Olympics and beating Carlos Alcaraz 7-6, 7-6, Djokovic has proven once again why he's one of the best. This win adds to his record-breaking career, where he spent over 400 weeks as world number one. Despite these achievements, Djokovic isn't slowing down. He says his career isn't complete because he loves the sport and the competition. At 37 years old, he's still training hard and enjoying the journey. When asked if he considers his career complete now, Djokovic responded, "Yes and no. Yes, it's complete because I completed all the achievements with this gold medal. But no, because I love the sport. I don't play it only to win tournaments. I play it because I really love competition. I love the drive, every day, every week, of training my body, perfecting my game, proving myself still at this age." Despite his achievements, debates about who is the greatest among Djokovic, Nadal, and Federer continue. Even his ex-coach Goran Ivanisevic said, "Considering how crazy he is, it wouldn't surprise me to see him in Los Angeles as well." Goran laughed as he spoke from his home in Zagreb. Los Angeles will host the Summer Olympics in 2028. What does Djokovic's Olympic victory mean for his status in tennis history? His recent Olympic gold has sparked more debates about who's the greatest men's tennis player of all time. While Djokovic fans point to his 24 Grand Slam titles and Olympic gold, supporters of Rafael Nadal and Roger Federer highlight their unique achievements. Nadal has 22 Grand Slam titles, including 14 French Open wins. And Federer has 20 Grand Slam titles and is known for his elegance on the court. The debate continues as these legends keep competing and reaching new milestones. Zheng, meanwhile, a rising star from China, made history by becoming the first Chinese player to win an Olympic tennis singles gold. At 21, the same age as Carlos Alcaraz, she's already reached the Australian Open final and entered the top 10. Her victory over Iga Swiatek at Roland Garros showed her patience and toughness. With this Olympic gold, she's become a big star at her home and aims to win a Grand Slam. After beating Donna Vekic in the final, Zheng said, "I still have a long way to go because winning a Grand Slam is always my dream." She believes she will play more relaxed now that she is an Olympic champion, which could make her even more dangerous. So what's Rafael Nadal's status for the US Open? At 38 years old, Nadal has had a tough year, losing to his biggest rival Novak Djokovic in the second round of the Olympics, and exiting in the first round to Alexander Zverev at the French Open. His Olympic partnership with Alcaraz in doubles created excitement, but they lost in the quarterfinals. When asked about playing in the US Open, Nadal confirmed that he will not compete at the US Open this year, in what was expected to be his final ever Grand Slam. The Spaniard might have played his last Grand Slam after missing Wimbledon last month, but the Olympics won't be his final event despite recent hints. In a statement, Nadal said, "Best of luck to all for the always amazing US Open. My next event will be the Laver Cup in Berlin." Nadal's decision to play for Team Europe at the Laver Cup comes after comments in Paris, where he hinted he might never play professionally again. He stated, It is time to rest, to take some time, and in a few days to assess everything that has happened during these months, and to try to figure out what I really want. I have not been at the level I needed to fight for medals, and in the doubles, we have not been successful. Fans of the Spanish legend will be thrilled to know they'll get at least one more chance to see him on the court in Germany. The 2024 Laver Cup is scheduled for Friday, September 20th to Sunday, September 22nd. How are young stars like Coco Gauff preparing for the US Open? Coco Gauff, the reigning US Open champion, is ready to defend her title. She views it as an opportunity rather than a defense. Gauff often speaks about learning from her losses, and her Olympic experience, including being a flag bearer and meeting top athletes, has made her even more determined. Despite early exits in singles, women's doubles, and mixed doubles, Gauff remains positive and focused on improving her game. Gauff's journey to the US Open is symbolic of her growth as a player. Since winning her first Grand Slam title last year, she has faced the pressure of living up to the expectations while continuing to improve on her game. Can she continue to learn from losses and setbacks to make steps forward, or is she putting too much pressure on herself? As she heads into the US Open, Gauff is focused on seizing the opportunity to showcase her skills and continue her ascent in the tennis world. What does the US Open hold for other top players? The US Open is just weeks away. It begins on August 26th, and players must quickly transition from clay to hard courts. Carlos Alcaraz is back, aiming for his third straight major after winning the French Open and Wimbledon. He'll face some very tough competition from Djokovic, Jannik Sinner, Alexander Zverev, and Daniil Medvedev. The women's competition at Flushing Meadows will also be intense, with Iga Swiatek, Aryna Sabalenka, and Naomi Osaka leading the charge. Osaka is making a comeback after missing last year due to the birth of her first child. Other players to watch include Qinwen Zheng, Donna Vekic, Elena Rybakina, and Americans Danielle Collins, Emma Navarro, and Jessica Pegula. So what's the big takeaway from this year's US Open lineup? As we gear up for the US Open, we're looking at a highly competitive field. Novak Djokovic, fresh off his Olympic gold, is more motivated than ever. Carlos Alcaraz is on fire, aiming for his third consecutive major win. Rising stars like Qinwen Zheng and seasoned pros like Daniil Medvedev and Naomi Osaka add to the excitement. Aryna Sabalenka has deemed herself fit and ready for action. The mix of experienced champions and new talent promises thrilling matchups and unforgettable moments. This year's US Open could be a defining event for many players, setting the stage for future rivalries and cementing legacies. Thanks for joining us today. If you're as excited about the US Open as we are, make sure to follow our channel, Tennis Tenacity, for more updates and in-depth analysis. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. And don't forget to subscribe to stay updated with all the latest tennis news. We'll be covering all the action from Flushing Meadows, bringing unique insights and exciting player stories from the final Grand Slam of 2024. Let us know in the comments who you think will come out on top this year at the US Open. See you next time on Tennis Tenacity.